GAC Sports Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Great American Conference.
Welcome back to Bentonville, Arkansas at the Tiger Athletic Complex as we are getting ready for Game 4 of this quarterfinal round. It's day 2 as we have spilled over into another day. Weather pushed us back a little bit, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to have softball for you today. Joy McWilliams along with Lexi Jarrett, glad to be here with you here on this Friday as we are heading toward championship Saturday. It'll be semifinal and final championship Saturday tomorrow, but that is yet one game away. We have the 3rd seed, the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders, taking on the number 6 seed, the Arkansas-Monticello Cotton Blossoms. Monticello is batting first. They're the 6th seed. Their lineup looks like this, playing center Adriana Erickson. She's batting first. You see her as there as the leadoff. Batting second, Hannah Holbrook, the left fielder. Third batter is Kennedy Cox, the right fielder. Batting fourth, Grace Neal, the third baseman. Batting fifth, Bailey Camp, second base. The first baseman is Sophie Wood. Batting sixth, Lexi Smith is the catcher. Batting seventh, the designated player, Maddie Fledging at batting eighth. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Courtney Sensabal. The pitcher is McGuire Still. Sydney Ward in the circle for Southern Arkansas and coaxes a ground out in her first opportunity.
Batting second, left fielder number 10, Hannah Holbrook.
Hannah Holbrook now batting for Monticello. Holbrook batting .296 on the year. Great day for softball. Temperature is rising just about into the 70s, a high 60 with a breeze blowing. Definitely better weather conditions than what we saw yesterday here in Bentonville. As we got 2 games in, the other 2 were pushed back. It is quarterfinal Friday now. We'll push into semifinal Saturday and championship Saturday, as well as there will be 3 games on the docket tomorrow. The winner of this game will move on to take on Harding, who defeated East Central in our previous game 4-2. That was just a little bit earlier here on the GAC Sports Network.
Very exciting game last game. I don't know what I was going to say with that one. We saw Harding, like you said, take the win over East Central, but East Central had that momentum push in the last inning. They were able to get 2 runs there right before the end of it. Unfortunately, that came to an end for them, but it was an exciting, great game on both parts.
Got good pitching for Harding. Usually expect that, and of course when you see Southern Arkansas come into the building, you know that the pitching is going to be great for Coach Anderson and his team, always. Sydney Ward, no exception. Number of players on this Southern Arkansas squad getting postseason recognition. We'll talk about them just a little bit later on. Full count now with 1 down for Holbrook. There's the payoff pitch. Toss over to first. And 2 down now here in the top of the first. Now batting for the Cotton Blossoms is Kennedy Cox. One of the leaders on this team.
Kennedy Cox, she's made it to the all GSC softball first team. Batting a .414 this season.
She's been able to take care of business. One of the few players hitting better than 400 through the GAC. Solid numbers there for Cox. Right now, facing an 0-2 count with nobody on, 2 down. UAM comes in on a bit of a slide, having been swept in their final series of the season against East Central. One goes high, 2-2 the count now. Just under 500 in the conference record, 16-17 on the year. In GAC play, that's good enough to draw a number 6 seed. You take on your rivals, I suppose. That's, I don't know if that's good or bad there.
I mean, it definitely adds to the competition. You know, it's going to kind of motivate both those teams to do better. Everybody loves a good, you know, rivalry matchup. So
24-22 on the year overall. It's a bat on that one. Can't get it done. She's tied for the lead in home runs for her team, as that was fouled off. 2's across the board, 2 down, 2-2 the count. Has 7 home runs on the year, but she's among the leaders in Division II in doubles. She has 20 of those. She's actually number 3 in Division II in doubles per game, .44. Well, you never get a .44 of a double in a game, but from an average perspective. Fouls that one back, and this is an at-bat that is ongoing. Also leads her team with 50 RBI this year. And extends this at-bat even that much more. That one hit and grabbed at second, line out to second, 1, 2, and 3. Sydney Ward takes care of business for the Mule Riders. Take a seat, and then the Mule Riders will be up to bat when we come back on the GAC Sports Network.
How to spot a boll weevil. Boll weevils are a fascinating species. They're known to travel in packs, are highly intelligent, and can thrive in any environment. Each and every boll weevil is unique, and they have unique opportunities. But they all share one common trait. Every boll weevil has a bright future awaiting wherever they go. And that's how you spot a boll weevil. Learn more at uamont.edu.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
And we're back. And we're back right now. We're getting Southern Arkansas up to bat.
The Mule Riders will start with Alyssa Miller, who is a junior from Magnolia, Texas, not to be confused with Magnolia, Arkansas, or the campus of Southeastern Oklahoma State, which is the campus of 1,000 Magnolias. In the circle for Monticello right now is McGuire Still a sophomore from Haven, Kansas. Still on the season. Solid year for her as she is making her 30th appearance this year, 16th start. She's pitched 3 complete games. Pitched 90 in the 3rd innings, given up 106 hits, 65 runs, 54 of them earned, walked 42. Struck out 35. That one as she coaxes Miller into pop up into the outfield, adds to her season as well. Opponent's batting average of .290. She has an ERA of 5.38. Here's Coach Anderson. Now batting for Southern Arkansas is Ariana Roll. Roll, one of a couple of grad students. She's from Marion, Iowa. Roll swings at that one, stepping over and making easy catch right there for UAM. It's Grace Neal.
Next to the plate for 0, Jackson Dyson.
Jackson Dyson just had her name mentioned a moment ago as one of the graduates on this team. There are a number of players who are missing their commencement ceremonies in their respective schools around the Great American Conference. Dyson, a graduate student now.
Dyson was also named on the All-GAC softball 2nd team, averaging a .358 this season.
Number of players on this Southern Arkansas team we mentioned as Dyson fouls that one back. She's had 12 doubles, 36 RBI this year. Playing now in her 50th game, making her 49th start. .02 count with 2 down now. She'll take that one for a ball. Southern Arkansas regionally ranked number 5 in the Central region. Mule Riders have won 17 straight games coming into today. They won 8 of their 11 series in the GAC this year.
Yeah, Mule Riders are on a roll right now. So they're going to try and keep that win streak alive today as they face off against the Cotton Blossoms.
No 2 count has gone full now. 3-2 here with 2 down. No one on for Dyson. Swing and a miss, and she will take a seat. Still gets the strike there and the strikeout. 1, 2, and 3. Mule Riders are retired in order as well. No hits, no runs, no one left on base, and that's all the way through the 1st inning. 1 complete here in Bentonville.
Running outdoors, you got to take what nature gives you. We'd like to say we run when they don't. So we want to give you products to be able to run when you don't think you should run, when it's pouring rain outside, it's snowing. We're going to have products for you to get out there. You don't get better sitting on your butt not training. You got to get out there and run.
At Under Armour, it's always about premium textiles. They need to perform, they need to be the best. The merging of hybrid textiles with naturals and new seaming and bonding and super sleek, modern, fast, futuristic designs, that's where we are really going to turn it up a notch. If you look good and you feel good, you're going to perform better.
It really is a nice day here in Bentonville, and Lexi and I are happy to be here. Of course, you see press row up here And it's a great day for softball. We're glad to be here. UAM coming up to bat now, and it is going to be Neal, Camp, and Wood. Neal, Camp, and Wood. Grace Neal now batting for the Cotton Blossoms. We talked about players that have hit the ball well this year. Monticello has Grace Neal hitting at .346. She also tied for the lead in home runs for UAM. She has 7 of those. 46 hits for her and 133 at-bats. She also has 49 RBI, right up there near the top with Kennedy Cox, who has those 50. Pitchers game so far here in Bentonville. 3 up, 3 down, both sides. He'll try to change that and will do just that. Grounder takes a high hop into center field, and Neal reaches base. Well, definitely celebratory there, and rightfully so. UAM swept by SAU a little bit earlier this season.
Next to the plate, number 6,
Coach Kyle Lim's team will see if they can turn the tide. We've seen it happen in 1 of the 3 games. As a matter of fact, it's interesting because the higher seeds, as Bailey Camp now batting, sophomore from Perryville, Arkansas, the higher seeds in each one of our quarterfinal matchups swept the lower seeded team, with which they were matched up in their regular season competition. No different here between SAU and UAM. Mule Riders came away with a sweep. And Camp showing bunt. That was a strike right there. Southeastern completed, went on to get the victory yesterday over Arkansas Tech, its 4th win over the Golden Suns this season. Harding got its 4th win over East Central earlier today. However, Oklahoma Baptist could not continue the winning ways over Southern Nazarene. Swing and a miss, and Camp will take a seat. 2 down now here. An upset in yesterday's contest as Southern Nazarene came away with a 7-2 victory over Oklahoma Baptist. Sophie Wood, sophomore from Springdale, Arkansas, not far from here. Now batting for Monticello. Fouls that one back on the first pitch.
Now pitching for Southern Arkansas is Sydney Ward, all GAC softball first team from Paris, Arkansas.
Ward, a longtime member of this Southern Arkansas team and a steady pitcher in the circle for the Mule Riders for a number of years. Wood hitting .315. Playing in her 45th game this season. She has 4 home runs to her credit as well. 28 RBI. Check swing, and first base ump says no, she did not go through. That one watched outside as well. One down here in the top of the 2nd inning. Fouled back as well. You talk about Sydney Ward and what she means to this team. Well, she has 20 wins on the year, making her 31st appearance, her 29th start this year. She's pitched 14 complete games. Has a save to her credit as well, 6 shutouts. 161 innings now. Putting up 130 hits, 56 runs. And that is walk number 56 on the year to go with 141 strikeouts. ERA is 2.87. Lexi Smith now batting for UAM. Smith is a junior from Collinsville, Mississippi. Smith batting .259 on the year.
Lexi Smith, one of the many distinguished scholar athletes that UA-Monticello had on that list this year.
Well, there were quite a long list of distinguished athletes for what they've done in their student portion of the student athlete.
Absolutely, there were quite a few coming from the Cotton Blossoms. Seven to be exact.
Want to know the count with one down. That one just inside. 2-0 now as Smith is ahead in this count. Cotton Blossoms come in having lost 3 straight. We mentioned that, just those 3. That was the finale series of the year. They won 6 of 11 of their GAC series, though, this year. Slim squad. And drew the number 6 seed here in the tournament. Actually, looked as though they were going to win their regular season finale. Had a lead in the 7th inning. Gave up a grand slam in that 7th inning. Toss over the first in time. 2 down now. As Neal is able to advance over to second base. Maddie Flegging now batting. Sophomore from Waco, Texas. First opportunity today. Flegging hitting .304 on the year. Just like Sophie Wood has 4 home runs this season. Flegging with 18 RBI on the year as well. Pops that one up. And able to be fielded readily at second. Hit though on the board though, as Grace Neal got on base, and she will stay there. She's stranded there midway through the 2nd inning. No score from Bentonville here on the GAC tournament.
Running outdoors, you got to take what nature gives you. We'd like to say we run when they don't. So we want to give you products to be able to run when you don't think you should run, when it's pouring rain outside, it's snowing. We're going to have products for you to get out there. You don't get better sitting on your butt not training. You got to get out there and run.
At Under Armour, it's always about premium textiles. They need to perform, they need to be the best. The merging of hybrid textiles with naturals and new seaming and bonding and super sleek, modern, fast, futuristic designs, that's where we are really going to turn it up a notch. If you look good and you feel good, you're going to perform better.
Are here starting up the bottom of the 2nd inning right now. On the mound for the Cotton Blossoms, we have McGuire is still batting for SAU. We have Story coming up behind her. It's going to be Dylan and Moctezuma.
Looking at the rest of that lineup, we talked about Story, Dylan, Montezuma. Gracie King is the 3rd baseman. She's batting 7th. Mariah Hamilton, the 1st baseman, batting 8th. Emily Shipman is the catcher for Southern Arkansas. And of course, we've seen Sydney Ward there in the circle. That one back. Courtney Story.
sophomore from Rogers, Arkansas. Stories on the All-JAC softball honorable mention.
Playing close to home here in Bentonville. Swing and a miss there, and Story will take a seat. It's her 12th strikeout of the year. Reagan Dillon, freshman from Bryant, now batting. Dillon, a solid season this year, batting .336. 38 hits, 6 home runs. She's had 30 RBI as well. The offering from Estill. A strike, 2-1 now the count. The blue and the green there in the stands today. Like those two colors together anyway, but it's for a nice crowd here. Good crowd on hand here on this Friday. And Dillon sends that over near her coach. Count goes full. One down. Southern Arkansas yet to get someone on the base path. And we'll try to change that here. That one is going to go into the parking lot, but it will not stay fair. And I tell you, there are a couple of folks out there that may wish that they had chosen a different place to park their car.
Absolutely. I was watching that one. It looked like it was going to romp for this truck out there. I've seen a few of them go out to the parking lot.
That one on the turf. Sensabaugh, the throw is in time. Good arm from Sensabaugh. 2 down now here in the bottom of the second. Cameron Octazuma now, junior from Yuma, Arizona. Hitting .282 on the year. We'll watch that go outside. That one back, trying to get a piece of that one. 1-1 now the count. Octazuma with 44 hits this year, 8 home runs. Slugging percentage of .526. She is one of 5 players that are starting in and playing in 52nd game this season. But this inning will come to an end with the liner over to Neal at third. And so no hits, no one left on base, no runs to complete here in this quarterfinal game, final quarterfinal from Bentonville.
At East Central University, we educate and empower students to transform the world. We provide an exceptional hands-on learning experience with professors who really go that extra mile. East Central University encourages students to become who they are meant to be while making lasting memories. East Central University, welcome home.
starting at the top of the third inning. Right now at bat, we have Sensabaugh for the Cotton Blossoms. Behind her, we're going to be starting the lineup over again with Erickson and Holdbrook. On the mound for the Mule Riders, we have Ward.
Courtney Sensabaugh played in about 75% of the games for the Cotton Blossoms this year. Playing her 33rd contest, hitting 178. She has 8 hits in 45 at-bats this year. Sensabaugh is a freshman from Hartshorn. The Miners. Strike there, 1-2 now the count. It's the bat on that one. Throw over to first. And a nice job by King. In time. Shows the arm there. Gracie King.
Back to the top of the lineup for Monticello, number 8, Adriana Erickson.
Adriana Erickson now batting. Freshman from Coppell, Texas. Erickson third on the UAM squad in batting average. He's hitting .350 on the year. 36 hits and 103 at-bats. Hasn't found herself in a position to get too many RBI, though, with that, as she has just 5 on the year. She watches that one a little bit high. 1-1 now the count, 1 down. Hit her, but I believe she was still batter's box. I don't think it hit her in the field of play, so she get another opportunity. 1-2 now the count. We mentioned Cotton Blossoms 24 and 22, 16 and 17 GAC play. Mule Riders 39 and 12 with that 17 consecutive winning streak. 25 and 8 in GAC play. And that one hit her, but it didn't go off the bat. It came from Ward's hand, and so she'll take her base. Second UAM base runner now here on the day.
7 in the box, left fielder number 10, Hannah Holbrook.
We go back to the top of the order with Hannah Holbrook now. Holbrook swings on the first pitch, out at second, throw, not in time. Holbrook reach base.
Exit slate, right fielder number 9,
Kennedy
Kennedy Cox.
Cox now batting. 2 down. Cox ground out to second. Actually had that liner to second. Her previous at bat, that off the netting, will go back pretty much to Ward. She didn't need a catcher on that.
Yeah, it was right there.
Just gets back to her. A couple of steps in. Ground ball. King again will make the throw to first. So 1 hit, a fielder's choice, and one runner left on base. Nobody scored midway through the third.
Hey, what you doing this for? Just out here for recreational purposes? No. Working, man. Mission today is to work hard until you can't go no more. It's always a team mission. Can't get nowhere without the team. It takes everybody. 1, 2, 3. You better be out there. You better be out there.
Man, listen. It's only one attitude that you gotta bring.
Let's go.
That you need to bring.
Work. I mean, we come out here every day to get better. It was easy. Everybody do it, man.
We work out on the street. You feel me? We the best in the nation. We outwork y'all. We outwork anybody.
We
always grinding, always getting better.
Every time I come through these lines, no matter what these lines at, work. Maximum effort.
Let's go.
We're back starting the bottom half of the 3rd inning right now. Up to bat for the Mule Riders, we have King. Falling behind King, we're going to have Hamilton and Shipman still up on the mound. For the Cotton Blossoms, we have McGuire as still.
Still a pretty good outing here today. That one will go foul. Still yet to allow a base runner. Mention numbers from Estill on the year. That one is fouled back. Going to the count. McGuire still looking to pick up her 10th win of the season. She leads the team with 9 wins this year, 9-8 overall in the year. She's had 3 complete games. Again, this is her 30th appearance and 16 start. That one fouled back. Remains 0-2. Gracie King is batting .257. One of those 5 players I mentioned a little bit earlier that's having started and played in now her 52nd game of the season, as that one is pulled foul as well. Off a light pole.
Looked like that one was going out to the parking lot for a sec. Start keeping tabs on how many make it out that far.
I learned about 10 years ago, 9 years ago, where to park here in Bentonville. And it's definitely a few cars down from where a couple of those have landed for sure. King watches that one come across for a strike, is still with the K. And 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
All right, Hamilton up on the plate.
Hamilton, a sophomore from Greenwood, Arkansas, and actually spent a little time in Russellville at Arkansas Tech as well. Transfer.
Hamilton batting a .313 this season.
That one sent high. It is deep, and it is gone. And after keeping the batters at bay for a while for a still, Hamilton changes things up just a bit. Home run number 5 on the year for Mariah Hamilton. And Mule Riders are on the board.
That's what I was about to say. If that's going to be the first run on the board for both teams.
1 hit, 1 run for Southern Arkansas now. Brings us to the bottom of the order right now. Southern Arkansas, the catcher today, Emily Shipman, a sophomore from Forsyth, Missouri. Part of another group from Crowder College. And that has been a pipeline to the GAC. 3 Crowder College transfers on this Southern Arkansas team. That is along with the pitcher today, Sidney Ward. This one is high, it is deep, and it is gone. Wow.
Another home run for the Mule Riders.
Stayed just inside the left field foul pole, went well more than 200 feet, and on back-to-back batters for Southern Arkansas, home runs, 2 hits, 2 runs on the board. And you know, you have to like that too if you are the Southern Arkansas staff, because those were your number 8 and 9 batters right there. Absolutely. In the lineup. What more does this say about a team that not only always has a good pitching staff, but can put runs on the board as well?
Absolutely. They're a well-developed team both ways, and I think we're going to hopefully, or I feel like they're hopefully going to want to keep this momentum up as this one goes on, especially getting 2 back-to-back home runs like that. That is going to be huge for the dugout. You know, they're definitely hyping up right now, and I'm sure they're going to use that as a motivating factor to keep them going.
Still going to stay in the circle. Just some conversation now going on from the UAM staff. Brings us back to the top of the order again for Southern Arkansas. Alyssa Miller. Miller, junior in a Division I transfer from A&M Corpus Christi. Swings the first pitch, and that one will drift just foul. Southern Arkansas through the order, 2 for 9. Those 2 hits, both home runs, 2 strikeouts as well. One hop right back to a still. The throw is in time. 2 down now. That brings up Ariana Roll.
Roll batting a .400 this season.
Roll 0 for 1 on the day. Shows bunt, 2 out. Reaches out to put the bat on that one, and a drift foul as well. 0-2 now the count with 2 down. Winner of this game we mentioned goes on to take on Harding. It'll be tomorrow. I believe scheduled time should be 1:30 for that game. The first game of the day will feature Southeastern and Southern Nazarene, and that will be an 11 o'clock start here from Bentonville. There's both semifinal and championship Saturday here in Bentonville tomorrow.
Tomorrow's going to be action-packed, full of softball here in the GAC.
Feels odd in the first 2 days with just 2 games apiece.
I know.
Cole puts the bat on that one. It'll wind up in the SAU dugout. They say it hit her. They're going to give it out, number 3 there. And Coach Anderson not happy with the call there. We'll see if we can get the call to you in just a moment. As it stands, 3 complete, but the Mule Riders put runs on the board before they go to the dugout now. 2-0, SAU on top.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question, what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
There is home run number 1, Southern Arkansas. Home run number 2 for Southern Arkansas. Those are the 2 runs on the board.
2 back-to-back ones as well. It was very exciting for those few moments, and everyone was just bam, bam.
Board pitching now as Grace Neal comes back to bat, and she's responsible for the 1 hit on the board for the Monticello squad right now. Still waiting to get some confirmation on exactly what that call was. We're wondering if it's because she showed bunt. Maybe she did, foul back. Didn't think it hit her, so they give it to her as the out there. Try to get that to you in a moment. He looks at another strike there. As it stands, Southern Arkansas with a 2-run lead here in the top of the 4th inning. On a pleasant but chilly day here in Bentonville.
Yeah, that wind's definitely cooling it down a little bit.
Fouled back, so 1 and 2 now again the strike, the count. Southern Arkansas 5th in the regional rankings, and would like to have a win, but you have to think that they're likely, at the very least, an at-large team in the NCAA tournament. Harding with a win a little earlier today, number 4 in the regional rankings. I would think most definitely, as that is hit to second, and a nice toss over from Moctezuma to Hamilton. I believe we're hearing foul ball on the bunt, so they're saying that she did show bunt there. Foul ball on the bunt would be the 3rd strike, so it's going back to the previous half inning.
Next to plate number 6, Bailey Camp.
Bailey Camp now batting, and lines that foul over near where a bunch of the Southern Arkansas players were standing, so they had to step out of the way quickly. I mentioned Harding likely in already with the win today, number 4 team in the region. Oklahoma Baptist, though, number 6 team in the region, top seed in the league, but the number 6 team in the regional rankings. Maybe a little bit nervous after losing yesterday. It works to their advantage, though, if Harding or Southern Arkansas were to move on and to win the automatic bid from the tournament. It does not work to the advantage of Oklahoma Baptist should Southeastern Oklahoma or Arkansas-Monticello or Southern Nazarene take that automatic bid. So OBU fans are probably fans of Southern Arkansas and Harding, at least for the weekend.
Absolutely.
And then after that,
yeah,
probably not so much.
Yeah, it's that time where everything's up in the air right now. Tensions are high.
That through for a ball. Sydney Ward, listed as sophomore from Paris, Arkansas, also part of that Crowder College connection, along with Emily Shipman and Cassidy Lear. Yep. And the throw from King. Hamilton in time, 2 down now. Ward 3 2/3 innings pitched now has given up just 1 hit, and as a walk and a strikeout to her credit so far. Sophie Wood, back in the second inning, walked. That's that walk I was addressing just a moment ago. Watches that across for a strike. 1-1 now the count. And Wood gets that on the turf. The throw will be in time. Great job by Jackson Dyson to get up off the turf and make the throw. Strong arm, and the half inning comes to an end. 1, 2, 3 again. Sydney Ward, great job in the circle. This one is at the midway point, and the Mule Riders are up 2-0.
At East Central University, we educate and empower students to transform the world. We provide an exceptional hands-on learning experience with professors who really go that extra mile. East Central University encourages students to become who they are meant to be while making lasting memories. East Central University, welcome home.
We're here starting the bottom of the fourth right now on the mound still for the Cotton Blossoms. We have McGuire is still up to bat for the Mule Riders. Right now we have Dyson behind Dyson. We're going to have Story and Dillon.
Jackson Dyson struck out in the first inning. The runs on the board came in the last inning, 2 home runs, but it was followed up by a bunt foul. Carry and a roll. Showed bunt, foul, but the hits continue now as Jackson Dyson, it's her first of the day, and it's going to be a stand-up double. And it was just a well-hit ball, took a nice hop. Holbrook had to try to chase it down in left field, gets it back, and Dyson going to try to pull any more out of that than just the 2 there. And for Jackson Dyson, she picks up her 13th double of the season. Hit number 40 on the year for Dyson. Courtney Story now batting. Story struck out in the first. Drift into the Southern Arkansas bullpen. Nobody active right now. Wouldn't think so. Ward's got a nice game going. Did mention tomorrow that our first game will be at 11, and briefly alluded to the fact that it will include the number 8 seed. 4th-seeded Southeastern Oklahoma Savage Storm taking on the 8 seed Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm. That one into center field. Easily stepped up to make the catch there as Erickson. One down here in the bottom of the fourth. Reagan Dillon, the freshman, now batting. The ground out to short in her previous at bat. That was in the second inning.
Swing and a miss there by Dillon.
All back as well, 0-2 the count. Dillon got a piece of that.
Long hit.
Neal reached out, but she just couldn't grab it. Dyson was heading toward third, and she didn't want to slow up and knew that Neal couldn't get to it quickly enough. So runners now in the corners with one down. Very good position for Southern Arkansas.
Next to the plate, number 14,
Cameron Moctezuma, the junior, now batting. Moctezuma with runners on the corner. Done pretty well so far this year. 21 for 56, hitting .375 with runners in scoring position, and even better than that, with a runner on third base and less than 2 out, she's .538 on the year, 7 of 13. So Moctezuma definitely knows what to do in this position in the game. Left-handed batter would put the ball in a good position now to bring Dyson on around. Fouls that one over. 1-2 now. Ground ball, the throw is to second. Turn is not in time, and exactly what she needed to do. The fielder's choice, runner at second is out, but Dyson will score, and the Mule Riders have one on the board here in the fourth and extend their lead to 3. And that shows why she does so well with a runner on third, less than 2 outs. Able to move her runner on in. And it was, you know, it's a tough decision that time by Camp. Try to go, see if you can get the double play or try to throw it in home. Dyson had a good enough jump there that Camp decided to try to turn 2. Just didn't work out. Southern Arkansas extends its lead.
Absolutely. Southern Arkansas, they made a smart move there. I feel like even like just having those bases, you know, have those people on them, they were setting themselves up for something good. Still have a runner on first.
Still with the offering, and King puts that into center field. King is going to turn and stand up for 2, but she will pull an RBI here. Moctezuma sends a runner in earlier. She gets to score herself as well. 4 on the board now, back-to-back innings for Southern Arkansas with 2 runs. And Gracie King, the RBI double.
I hear the Mule Riders all cheering over on their side of the field, and rightfully so.
King's 7th double of the season, her 35th RBI. We have a new pitcher coming up. We're going to talk about her in just a moment. Let's take a break. Back from Bentonville in just a moment.
A place that nurtures, encourages, and strengthens you. Most people call that home. We call it Harding University. Here, you will be challenged to grow spiritually, intellectually, and academically in an environment that inspires you to find your meaning and purpose. Our campus life fosters a community of people who will become lifelong friends. Come see for yourself what Harding is about. Pursue your meaning and purpose here with us at Harding University.
In the circle for UAM now is Cayenne Woods. She's a sophomore from Okarche, Oklahoma. And she is making her 24th appearance of the season. Coming in relief in 18 of them now. Has a record of 3-2. And she also has a save to her credit. She's pitched a complete game coming in relief today. 50 2/3 innings pitched on the year. She's given up 57 hits, 43 runs, and 38 of them have been earned. Struck out 47 and walked 27. Opponent's batting average 278 against her. And she has an ERA of 6.39. Her first offering, swing right there, right off the bat. And the throw is in time as Hamilton's out, and Southern Arkansas threat stops right there, but another 2 runs on the board. 4-0, Mule Riders on top, or complete.
Who do we look to shape our world? It'll be people who know how to think with their heads and their hearts. People who contribute with compassion, courage, confidence. People who understand that faith is not the enemy of education, but its partner. Tomorrow's difference makers and world changers will understand they're part of something bigger, an unstoppable force for good. More than book smart, more than business smart, they are wise in their whole being. These are the people who will shape our future, and you'll find them at OBU today.
I am a future shaper.
I'm a future shaper.
We are future shapers. Learn to live well and lead well in God's world. Be a future shaper at OBU.
Up to bat for the Cotton Blossoms, we have Smith. Coming up behind her is going to be Fledging and Sensabaugh. On the mound for the Mule Riders, we have Sydney Ward.
Smith ground out to second in her first at bat. That's going to be a strike. Check swing there. But the first day ump said she went across. And it was a little inside, so she tried to pull off that one, just couldn't do it. Too much momentum there. And so Smith with the swing, 259 is where she's hitting on the season. That one, similar spot, she was able to hold off. For Sydney Ward, she is now in a very good position in the circle with a 4-run cushion against the rivals. Smith fouls that one off. Again, Southern Arkansas having won 8 of 11 series in GAC play this year. Going up against their rivals in UAM, it was a split series. Smith right back to Ward in time, easily done, 1 down. Back in March on a Tuesday in Monticello, Southern Arkansas came to town, 5-1 victory, and a 9-2 victory over the Cotton Blossoms there in Monticello. In the remainder of that split, taking place also on a Tuesday. That was in Magnolia. Result the same though, 10-4. As Southern Arkansas came away with the victory there as well. Flagging now to bat. Maddie Flegging lined out to second base back in the second inning. 1-1 on the day. Swing and a miss there, 0-1 to count. 2, excuse me. Nice breeze. It's a very pleasant breeze. It's blowing things around up here in the press box, so we're trying to keep all of our things together up here. And 1-2 now the count. Winner of this game will play the 1:30 game tomorrow. That is in a semifinal. Again, it will be against Harding. It's a 1:30 scheduled start time. And then I believe 5:30 is the scheduled start time for the championship.
I believe that's what I heard too, so I think we'll have a little bit of a break after that second semifinal matchup before the championship. Give both teams some time to rest, regroup, and think about their game plan for that one. Pretty high.
Strong into left center, being chased down, and over to make the grab is Alyssa Miller. 2 down now here in the top of the 5th inning. Courtney Sensabaugh, freshman, out to bat. Ground out to third in her previous opportunity. That was back in the 3rd inning. That one go foul. King gets a glove on it, but out of the field of play. 0-1 now the count. Sensabaugh watches that. 1-1 to count. Sensabaugh right back to Moctezuma. The throw in time, and Sydney Ward taking care of business in the circle now. No hits, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th here in just a moment.
Up to bat now for the Mule Riders, we have Shipman. And then starting back over at the top of the lineup, we have Miller and Roll. Still at the mound, still at the mound for UA-Monticello. We have Woods.
Woods came in, got a 3rd of an inning pitch. Really, she just pretty much threw one pitch. Ground to short. She took care of business once she got in. Damage had been done already on the scoreboard, and still credited. She'll take the runs, the earned runs there, all 4 of them. So now it is Woods in the circle now and facing the 9-1-2. Shipman 1 for 1, and that one was a big one back in the 3rd inning. A home run, the second of 2 back-to-back.
Those back-to-back home runs were huge in this game.
Three 3-0, and Shipman decides to let that one go. 3-1 now the count. Finishing up the second time through the order here with Shipman. And the Southern Arkansas batters on the afternoon, 5 for 17, hitting .294 as a team. No one's walked. It's been at bats of record all the way through so far. 4 strikeouts. That one hop across the middle. Shortstop takes it and sends the ball, makes the throw in time, 1 down. It's 5 for 18 on the day. Big hits on the board for Southern Arkansas, and that 4-run advantage there. Later into this contest, the number of outs remaining for Monticello with which to work are dwindling. Woods in now, not wanting to give up anything here. Back to the top of the order with Miller. And Alyssa Miller is 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center. Grounded right back to a still in her earlier at bat. Now looking at a 1-1 count. Southern Arkansas trying to advance to this semifinal and take on Harding. One of the 3 regular season series the Mule Riders lost this year was against Harding. That was in Searcy. That one right back up the middle to the pitcher again. This one a little bit too tough for Wood to take, and a hit, the second hit of the game. Her first hit. Sixth hit of the game for Southern Arkansas. And a runner on base now. One down, and Ariana Roll is batting. And it was a very interesting at-bat for her previous at-bat. So statistically, it goes down as she was showing bunt on that 3rd strike. Bunt went foul. She was called out. She shows bunt again here. Goes third base again. The throw, it was close, but off the glove and out of the hand at first base. And just not able to be hung on. And so Roll will reach base this time. That's almost controversial, not quite.
It was close, super close. I think everybody was kind of on the edge of their seat looking for that one, but it's like now the Cotton Blossoms are going to meet up at the mound and talk some things out.
Coach Lim going to discuss things with his infield. Woods is going to stay there, but now runners on the corners.
Yeah, the Mule Riders are set up here, especially if they're able to get a ball just a little bit out there. You can definitely see someone coming in for home.
Sophie Wood couldn't hang on there at first base. I think the throw was going to be close anyway. It looked as though Roll was going to beat that out, but she couldn't hang on there at first base. And so Roll is on first right now. Southern Arkansas, as we mentioned, with runners on the corners.
Yep, Miller over at third. She definitely has a shot at getting another run on the board.
Jackson Dyson batting now. Dyson had a double in the 4th, and Roll will easily take second. No throw. Dyson struck out back in the 1st. Hits here in the inning. Southern Arkansas bats now .350 on the day. Tyson puts the bat on that one. The throw over to Wood in time, but a run will score.
It's going to put 5 runs on the board for the Mule Riders.
Dyson gets the sacrifice there and brings up Courtney Story. 0 for 2 on the day, struck out in the second. Swings on the first pitch. Wood will take this herself, and Roll won't be able to come in, but the third consecutive inning in which the Mule Riders have put at least one run on the board is up there on that Bentonville Tiger scoreboard. 5 innings complete, 5 runs for Southern Arkansas. It's a 5-run lead as we head to the 6th.
When you think about college, it's easy to think of intimidating things.
Like the large campus and classrooms, big books, and big tests. But when you get here, you realize that it's not just about these things.
It's about the people.
The people who pushed us to succeed.
Those who struggled and achieved with us.
It's about finding our place.
And living and learning with people who care about you.
This is home.
Up to bat for the Cotton Blossoms, we have Adriana Erickson. Behind her is going to be Holbrook and Cox. Still on the mound for the Mule Riders is Sydney Ward.
Erickson 0 for 1 on the day. She was hit by a pitch back in the third. Stranded there at first, and this will be her first hit of the day. She'll be able to round first, but go no further.
That was a strong hit along the foul line.
So Erickson with the leadoff hit and a runner on base now. It's the second hit of the day against Ward. She's been strong in the circle. And fouled over into that Southern Arkansas bullpen as well. A bit of activity going on now. Southern Arkansas. Bailey Thornhill warming up just a bit. Solid hit ball, second to short. The throw is in time. Moctezuma Dyson to Hamilton, and the 4-6-3 double play is completed. First double play we've seen here in the GAC tournament so far in 2023. A well-hit ball, and Southern Arkansas made it look good.
Yep, Southern Arkansas definitely knew what they were doing with that one. They were real quick to throw it to where it needed to go. Strong backwards.
Cox on the day is 0 for 2. But to Ward's credit, she has pitched a fantastic game, 5 2/3 innings in, giving up just 2 hits on the day. Cox line out to second, ground out to short earlier. This one, ground to second again. Moctezuma throws it over to Hamilton. Not quite 1, 2, 3, but the double play gets the runner off the base, and 3 batters, and 3 will take a seat. Heading to the bottom of the 6th now, and Southern Arkansas has all the momentum.
When you think about college, it's easy to think of intimidating things.
Like the large campus and classrooms, big books and big tests.
And the long journey you'll take to achieve your dream career.
But when you get here, you realize that it's not just about these things.
Instead, it's about the people.
The people who pushed us to succeed.
Those who struggled and achieved with us.
Believed in us.
It's about how we feel when we're on campus.
It's about finding our place.
It's about family. You may not always know exactly where you're going, but at SAU, it's about discovering yourself and living and learning with people who care about you.
It's about finding your home.
It's about being home.
This is home.
Up to bat for Southern Arkansas right now, we have Reagan Dillon. Behind Dillon's going to be Moctezuma and King on the mound for.
We have a new pitcher in the circle now for UAM. Kayla Otthouse is in the circle now for UAM. So a pitching change for Coach Lim's staff. Otthouse from Sash, Texas. Sash, you know what? I mess up with that name of that city. So I'm sorry. I said it wrong, the folks watching. Been tripped up with that Texas town before. As it stands, though, Oldhouse is making her 23rd appearance of the year. Her 11th in relief. She's 7-5 on the season. Pitched 2 complete games, 74 and an inning, 3rd innings pitched. Given up 105 hits, 65 runs, 57 of them earned, struck out 26 and walked 31. And for Coach Lim, this season looks like it's in the balance, so he's bringing out Oldhouse right now. Don't take any chances at this point. Try to change things up a little bit here as realistically the Cotton Blossoms are down to their final 3 outs. That one is high, it is deep, and it is off the scoreboard. Reagan Dillon with home run number 3 on the day for the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders.
Mule Riders have had one heck of a game today. 3 home runs and 1. It's going to put 6 on the board. Whoa, man, I just messed up my math for a sec. We have 6 runs on the board for the Mule Riders.
Reagan Dillon now has her 7th home run of the season, 31st RBI this year. That was a well-hit ball. See him literally go off the scoreboard very often. That one, in fact, did.
Yeah, that one went super high, super far.
Cameron Moctezuma now batting for Southern Arkansas. Oldhouse roughed up a little bit with her first at batter, trying to change things up here. Freshman. You're not going to be facing batters like these Southern Arkansas batters in all your appearances. Also nice to get some time in here in the GAC tournament for all of these teams, you know, especially those who may not make it through the first round. A UAM squad, an ECU squad, want to be able to get some of these players some postseason experience as well and say, look, this is what it feels like to get into the conference tournament. And you want number one, the feeling to get back here. You want to know what it feels like, so you have that experience. You want to come back and be in Bentonville again next year, win or lose. But also, once you get here, you need to know what it takes to be able to move on, to survive and advance in the tournament. So, opportunity for Oldhouse here.
Absolutely. I think, like you were saying, it's one thing to get here to the tournament. It's another thing to stay in it and know what it takes to keep going in it.
We've seen the scoring come in clumps over the course of the last couple of days. So for Southern Arkansas to now consistently put runs on the board here in 4 consecutive innings, a little bit different. Gracie King back to bat now for Southern Arkansas. King 1 for 2 on the day. She had an RBI double back in the 4th. And Moctezuma will check out here. For Southern Arkansas, Ava Dunn will come in as a runner. Dunn, a sophomore from El Dorado. El Dorado, Arkansas. Taking a little high, 2-0 now the count.
I think the wind started picking up on that one too, right whenever that pitch left the hand. I could feel the wind start blowing a little bit.
South breeze really has not been a factor at all, because every ball that's left the yard here today has gone to left field. It's really, you would have thought it would have been more of a factor. It just has not been here today. Called strike on the 3-0 pitch. Fouled back, 3-2 now the count. That one will drift foul as well. GAC baseball going on today too, as the first round series taking place. Best of 3 series. The 4 winners of these series, as that one will go into right center. Stand up double there, and you know what? Oh, the runner falls down. And that was unfortunate for Dunn. Rounded third, she was heading for home and stumbled in between third and home. I think she's okay. We watch this, and that's that double for King, and Dunn looked like she was heading on in. Might have had enough speed to make it in. I don't know. It was a pretty solid throw in. As it stands, Dunn tripped up there, a little bit too much momentum, and she's out.
Mule Riders still out front, 6 runs. Cotton Blossoms haven't been able to put anything on the board yet.
First out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hamilton 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Mariah Hamilton, sophomore. So a strike there. Hamilton had a home run back in the 3rd inning. Got everything started on the scoring. This time that's popped into shallow right. And pretty nice decision there as Camp couldn't make it in. She just stopped where she was, fell over, and let Cox run in to make the catch. 2 down now. And we go back to the bottom of the order once again. Emily Shipman, again, we talked about her home run in the 3rd. Ground out to short back in the 4th. Seen one go off the foul pole. That was yesterday, and that was in a day that was very, very still, but Shipman likes to pull this. Runner on second, and Oldhouse, no, I'm not going to give anything there that you can pull that hard. Southern Arkansas 9 for 25 on the day. Now 360 as a team. And a hard swing. The 3-0 pitch. Thought she might get something right down the middle there. Take a chance on that. Well ahead in the count. Still ahead in the count here, 3-1 with 2 down. And King is at second. King on a 2 for 3 day here. A couple of doubles to her credit. Swing and a miss, and after being up 3-0 in the count, takes a seat. Emily Shipman strikes out there. 3 outs remain for Monticello. It's a tall order ahead of the Cotton Blossoms now as they head to the top of the 7th, trailing by 6 in this GAC quarterfinal.
It's your moment. It's your moment.
It's your moment.
SWASU has been saying that the focus is you for 20 years. Now that I'm here, I know my voice matters.
It's a true home away from home where the professors really do put the focus on me and my dreams.
At SWASU, it feels like they are cheering me on with so many ways to get involved, like social clubs,
sports, quality academics, and great people who care about your success. For real, the focus is on you.
Open the door to your future at SWASU. Go Dogs!
SWASU, the focus is you.
Up to bat now for the Cotton Blossoms, we have Grace Neal. Behind her, we're going to have Bailey Camp and Sophie Wood. In the circle still, we have Sydney Ward.
Sydney Ward remains in the circle. There was some activity in that Southern Arkansas bullpen a little bit earlier. None right now, so it looks like it is Ward's game to complete. If she can do just that. Middle of the order here as Neal. It's a 1-for-2 game going on. At the single back in the second, made it all the way to third where she was stranded. And of course, one of just 2 hits on the afternoon for UAM batters. Southern Arkansas trying to make it a 2-3 matchup tomorrow in the second semifinal. Again, that tentative start time would be 1:30. Counts 3-1. one hits soundly to left field. It will go. Gone. Grace Neal takes away the fact that this was a scoreless game for UAM. She puts the Cotton Blossoms on the board, just right of that scoreboard and over the left center field fence.
You go ahead.
I was just going to say, she has 2 of the 3 hits on the day for the Cotton Blossoms, and for Grace Neal, that is home run number 8, her 50th RBI of the season.
Yep, Neal definitely came in with that one. You know, we were talking about making it to the tournament. You know, you don't want to leave the tournament without any runs on the board. So, great job to Grace Neal for bringing that for the Cotton Blossoms.
Haley Camp now batting for UAM. Camp 0 for 2 on the afternoon, had a strikeout and a ground out, 2nd and 4th innings respectively. Her team has a run on the board now. A ground ball right back up the middle. Back-to-back batters for UAM and back-to-back hits. The Cotton Blossoms here in the top of the 7th. And now we go back to some activity in the Southern Arkansas bullpen. Coach Lim's team not ready to call it quits just yet here in Bentonville. Sophie Wood 0 for 1 on the day. Walked in the 2nd. That's the only walk of the day that Sydney Ward has issued, and ground out to short back in the 4th inning. That will stay fair. 3rd consecutive hit for UAM. Camp rounding 3rd. Camp is heading for home. Wood with a double and an RBI double. And the Cotton Blossoms making some noise here in the top of the 7th.
It's going to put 2 runs on the board for UA-Monticello.
The afternoon will be complete for Sydney Ward. Talk about the new person in the circle when we come back here on the GAC Sports Network.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question: what is character, culture, and Christ? Creating culture. Certainly when we graduate students, they go out and they create culture in classrooms. They create culture in churches. They create culture anywhere they go.
Haley Thornhill is a grad student from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and a D1 transfer from LSU. Well, she's 14-2 on the year so far. She will be making now her 28th appearance, just her 11th appearance in relief. She has 4 saves on the year. She's pitched 8 complete games, had 4 shutouts too. 114 innings pitched, given up 117 hits, 48 runs, 42 of them earned. She struck out 108, one of 2 pitchers on this staff, along with Sydney Ward, who have struck out at least 100 batters. 22 walks she's issued. Batting average for the opponents of just .265. And she has an ERA of 3.32. Thornhill now in the circle, and she's charged with trying to bring this Mule Rider team home and advance to the semifinals of the Great American Conference Tournament. The batter for UAM is Madison Morrissey, a junior from North Little Rock, Arkansas. Morrissey checks in to bat, and she's hitting 190 on the season. 31st game in which she is making an appearance this year. Coming in off the bench now in 28 of them, showing bunt for a bit and steps aside and says no. Morrissey's had 4 hits in 21 at-bats, all 4 singles. The bat on that one, it may fall, does not. Dyson goes back. Looked like it had enough to drift into shallow left. Dyson able to step back and make the grab. Melissa Miller coming up too. She might have gotten close to that one. As it stands, 1 down now here as Thornhill records her first out. Maddie Flegging out to bat. Now 0-2 on the day. Lined out to second. Well, out to left. That one goes wide outside. That one through. 2-1 now the count. That one just outside. Well, that one near the Southern Arkansas dugout. Blossoms down to 2 outs here in this quarterfinal game. This is our final game of the day again today. Don't forget tomorrow, semifinals at 11 o'clock and 1:30. Flagging fouls that one back. Southeastern Oklahoma and Southern Nazarene in the first one, the 4 seed, and the 8 seed. That'll be the 11 o'clock. First pitch scheduled for 11 o'clock tomorrow. That one is hit high to center field. And Roll steps over, she'll make the catch. And in doing so, she'll keep Wood at second. It really had no way to get a good jump on that one, so UAM down to its final out. Addison Gardner now batting for UAM. Pinch hitter for the Cotton Blossoms called in.
Pinch hitting for the Blossoms, number 15.
Gardner hitting 194 on the year. 29th game in which she's stepped in.
Madison Gardner was also one of the many distinguished scholar athletes that the Cotton Blossoms had on their team, or have on their team.
7 hits now and 36 at bats. Runner on second. Gardner, a junior from Lorena, Texas. Good swing and a miss there. 1-2 the count. Watch that one low. The 1-2 now. Gardner with one on. Watches that one outside as well. Patient. Cotton Blossoms. Here's the 2-2, and that's high. Count goes full now. So 2 outs now. Full count. Possibly the final strike of the season. Hill's pitch. Gardner puts the bat on that one. And it will find a way into right field. Gardner gets a hit and an RBI as well. The Cotton Blossom season extends for at least one more at bat. And the 6-run deficit with which UAM found itself looking, it's been cut in half. Gardner with the hit will have a runner to come in for her as well. Courtney Sensabaugh check in to run.
What a time for that to happen, too. You had 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
Back to the top of the lineup now for UAM. Adriana Erickson. Sensabaugh is on first. Erickson, one hop to third. The throw in time. King gets it over to Hamilton. UAM did not go quietly into the ninth. Trailed by 6 at the top of the 7th inning, got 4 hits, scored 3 runs, but the outcome still has Southern Arkansas advancing and moving on to the semis.
It does, but man, was that an exciting inning to watch for UA-Monticello, getting 3 in the last few, at-bats of the game. I mean, unfortunately, their season did come to an end for them, but I'm sure the Mule Riders are pumped. We'll see them tomorrow in that semifinal matchup. It's going to be an exciting day of softball tomorrow all around.
Definitely will be just that. A big day here for Southern Arkansas. Up until the final inning, UAM was relatively quiet, but we saw home runs from Mariah Hamilton, from Emily Shipman, from Reagan Dillon, all clearing that left field fence. Gracie King had a pair of doubles as well. 6 runs on the board. Sydney Ward had 6 innings pitched. Bailey Thornhill comes in to close the deal for Southern Arkansas, and they will move on to the semis to take on Harding tomorrow. It's a 1:30 start for that semifinal game. Don't forget Southeastern Oklahoma Southern Nazarene at 11 a.m. right here on the GAC Sports Network. For Lexi Jarrett, I'm Joey McWilliams. God bless you. Have a good Friday night.